Well, thank you all for joining. Today we're going to talk a bit today about interaction on YouTube and Facebook and just um, engaging your audience. Uh, and I'm going to upload a video here, show you a little bit about that. I use this Wondershare Filmora as a software for creating videos. This is something that I paid for on my computer, the Mac here at work, and on my Windows at home. I have a license for both Windows and Mac so that I can create videos wherever I am. It's not too expensive if you're looking at doing videos, which I think is a very valuable thing to do. It's not an expensive software and a pretty good solution for a beginner. So I created a video here, and I'm going to upload that to my YouTube channel. And that's the video right there. So I'm calling it Introspect about creating ViperSharp. So this video is going up, and you know what? Let me show you this too. I have in my in one of my marketing spreadsheet, I have tags saved here. You can't see it, but I have a list of tags saved, which is commas between them. These are tags or keywords that YouTube uses. They ask for tags here. So I put those in here related to my video content. So I'm going to just put a link here to my site. And there's my video. So it was an interesting week. Starting last weekend, I had a video go up that was supposed to be a good review video from somebody who I kind of considered a friend. And excuse me, I'm gonna have to go grab some water. And video wasn't at all what I expected. Not only was it, not only did it put my product in a negative light, but the information that he presented made it obvious that he was either having a very off day, or he was simply not as intelligent as I thought he was when it comes to knives and sharpening. Because it showed a lot of ignorance, talking about abrasives and describing them incorrectly, calling ceramic stones Arkansas stones, and just really, it was really a bad video, bad situation. And I called him on it. You know, I saw that and I thought, what in the world? You know, I mean, it was, and granted, you know, everybody's got the ability to make their own opinion, but I think when you have 400,000 subscribers watching your videos, I personally think you have a responsibility as well to provide accurate, correct information, and that didn't happen. And so it was very concerning. So I was you know, I contacted him and told him how upset I was and what I thought about things, and how I felt that he was not not accurate, misinformed and misinforming, and told him how I felt about it. And this was on Saturday. I thought, you know what? I've got to do some damage control. I got to put a video out there and let people know how wrong he is, not just about my video, but the information that he's sharing. And so I did. I put a reply video out there. I didn't do it Saturday. I decided I'd wait and cool down a little bit. And um, hey, let's think about it over the weekend. So I waited till Monday, and then spent all day Monday uh, putting my reply together and getting it up online. Um, so this, it was a stressful weekend and week for me, because this has continued on into this week. My video went up Monday, and he saw it, and I did call him out, and I did call him ignorant in there, because ignorance is when you say something that you think is true and it is not, and that's exactly what happened. And so I put mine up to kind of counter it, and I don't have 400,000 loyal followers, and so it kind of blew up in my face. And his many of his followers have some pretty mean-spirited attitudes, let's just say, and so it turned into kind of an ugly thing. And we ended up, both of us, taking those videos down, so they're no longer out there in the public view. And we've definitely calmed down a bit. He agreed that his information was way off base and wrong, and explained that he had received some bad news, and he wasn't in his right mind, as he should have been, and agreed to do a new review of my product. But I've got to send him more stones, because one of the things he did on this video was he showed how easy it was to break them all. Which was just maddening. Oh my goodness. My heart sank when he first did that, and I thought, what in the world are you doing? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And then he did it again and again and again later, and I was flabbergasted. Anyway, a strange and interesting situation this week. So one of the things that I learned from this, why am I telling you this story, right? What are we getting to here, Mike? One of the things that I learned from this this week is I need to be more engaging. I need to get out to my audience, and I need to give them content. I'm trying to pull up here we go, my page here, and I need to be more active, make sure that I build up the quality of content that needs to be there, the information that should be there. There's a lot that I need to do. Okay, and I certainly there was some constructive criticism that came out of this. There definitely was. One of the things I've learned here, and I've heard this from 3 other people besides my own experience now, but this knob on my system needs to be back here, or else eliminate it altogether and just hold on to the stone back there. Because it's just it's in the wrong position. You get more control back here, and so I did learn about my product, and that's not something you guys need to hear or know about. You're not developing or designing your own product, so things are a little bit different from there. But what I'm saying is, I did get some good constructive feedback, but I think one of the biggest things I learned is I have got to put more content out there. If I want good quality content, if I feel like there are YouTubers out there, which there are, unfortunately, giving bad information left and right, if that's happening, then counter it with good quality information. And I've studied abrasives and sharpening heavily for hundreds of hours, literally hundreds of hours over the last 2.5 years. I know a lot about this stuff, right? And collectors of knives don't necessarily know that. And so that's something I thought, you know what, I can do better. I can give good content. I can put this out there and educate people and teach people the right way, and I need to do that. So that was part of what I learned here. I've got a question here. Thank you, Jim, for posting the question. I sure appreciate the questions. This helps for us as we are doing our webinars to make sure that we're getting the most clear and concise information out there we can. So Jim says, is it okay to ask the demonstrator to let you view the video prior to publishing? Yes. Yes, it is. And it depends on how they are going about their promotion. This gentleman was doing this free. I wasn't paying him, so he has no obligation to me necessarily. He could leave it up there if he wanted to, if that's how he wanted to run things. But he's a good guy. He's a nice guy, and he's willing to work with me and do it right. And he recognizes that he was wrong. I think that might be as much an issue. I genuinely think that he was having an off day. He feels bad. He's a good human being, but also I think that he doesn't want bad content making him look bad, because his content was, he was giving bad misinformation out there. And so I think that is something that that might have played into this too. So yeah, is it okay to ask the demonstrator to let you view the video prior to publishing? Yes. I have another reviewer who I'm actually paying a bit to review, who told me that very thing, that he said, I'll put it up privately and let you look at it first before I publish it publicly. And I thought, that's very nice, very kind. Thank you. And so I appreciated him being willing to do that. Other things that I learned here that I hope I can pass on to you guys. And I'm going to share a little bit about, I don't know how much I should share. I mean, again, I don't want to give a black eye to this gentleman. I don't want to put him in a negative light. I like this guy. I really honestly do. I think he's a good man, and the more I think that, the more I recognize that he has emotions and trials and struggles in his life as well. That he's my brother, rather than seeing him as an enemy. The more my heart softens, and I don't want to put any negative out there. So I'm probably not going to tell you his name or show you his channel, but or at least not tell you details. But what I would like to show you is, as you're going out and looking at content, and if you're thinking about getting somebody to review a product for you and mention your website, a few things to keep in mind. Number one, watch a lot of their videos. Go through their history and look at how they present things. How thorough are they? How detailed are they? How positive are they? How negative? How often do they come up with negative content? Do they do stupid things? Are they more giving their opinion? And are they, talking down on items when maybe you feel like, they really shouldn't? Or are they putting in a very clear, hey, here's the pros, here's the cons, here's what I really like about this. This I don't really like. Look at a lot of their videos and watch it. So let's just go take a look here. And here is. So I've showed you guys this, and I kept this up because I wanted to be able to look at some of these other channels that he has subscribed to that he likes. But here's one gentleman here that has some stuff. I'm going to go ahead and publish this, and I don't know why it's saying that. It is not private. I think YouTube is having some issues today. I think that is what's going on. YouTube is having some issues. So I get that on every video I've uploaded today. I've done 2 or 3 for not from my personal, but where is it? What? Let's see. All right. So here's my video. We'll copy that. And I said retrospect instead of introspect. So I'm gonna go post that on my page. I actually posted this one, a new sharpening video, about an hour ago. I'm going to put this one up there to go up. Let's see, a introspective video I did the other day. I want that right here. All right, and I am going to schedule this. We'll have it go up tomorrow. We're going to do it in the morning, 7 a.m., 7:30. Let's see what we'll do that. So we'll schedule that one to go up, and so let's look at a few examples here. So we've got the Goat Mumbler is a guy that I just recently found here that I thought would be interesting to look up. So he does some gear review videos and stuff, and so this is one where I would come in. And this is the page. Okay, so that's the home page I have back over there, but I wanted to keep that one. So we're going to go back. I wasn't sure if I'd lose it if I went away from it. So we'll go in and look at his videos. And a few things that you should see here. He posted this video 2 weeks ago. Prior to that, he had 3 weeks ago, he had another one. 3 months ago, he had this one, and then also 3 months ago, and then 3 months ago. So it looks like he's getting a little choppy with his videos. 1, 2, 3 that are 3 months ago, and one that's 3 weeks ago. So that's probably one weekly there. And then this one 2 weeks ago. So maybe it's getting close. Maybe he does them on the weekends or something. Maybe. But 2 weeks. So he looks like he missed a week. 4 months ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's got 6 of them there. I think I've showed you stuff like this about being consistent before. 7 months ago, he only had 2 in that month, 2 in this month. So, that's some of what I look at is, gosh, he could be more consistent. He could, he could be getting content out there more often, but it might still be worth, having his viewers see what, see my product. But then go in and watch them and watch the whole videos. And I'll give you an example or a tip here, rather, of something that you can do with the videos is come down to this gear. And you can do this with ours as well if you need, and go to the speed under the gear there. And you can either slow that down to make it slower if you need, or what I do is put it up to double speed so that I can get the content and hear what they're saying faster. Okay. So listening to what he's talking about and going through here, this 11-minute video can then be a 6-minute video, right? Or 5.5-minute video. And I want to watch some of these, even if I'm going through them fast. I want to watch these. I want to know how are they presenting? Are they positive? Are they negative? Are they informative? Are they entertaining? Um, how legit are they, right? Is it just an opinion, and do they sound like they have a chip on their shoulder? Find somebody who's upbeat, who seems happy, and who's presenting information in a positive manner. Those are the ones you might want to contact to do um, review videos for you. Now, something else you ought to keep in mind: if you are not the manufacturer of the product, then don't feel too bad, right? I mean, it's not a direct assault on you, or not that it ever is, but that for me to have that negative, it was more of that concern of, hey, wait a minute, this is my baby. I've lived and breathed this thing for 2.5 years here. I've gone through a lot of crap, a lot of stress, and improved over and over and over. Um, don't hate on it, right? So it was a little harder for me to take, perhaps. Where you guys, if it's not your own product, it shouldn't be that big a deal. Now, of course, you can also then choose a product that you've tested and that you feel confident about, or go out and check for existing reviews of the product and find a product that has high praise, and then present these reviewers with something like that. So you can pick and choose. So you got a little more power there. And then go through some other videos. Let's go look at this one over here. Here's another. Oh, look, I'm subscribed to them, right? And so we can go in, and so obviously I've thought they have some value there already. And so because I've changed that speed, this one's still on that fast speed. Okay, so it's going through double speed. And watch several of these guys, and watch several of each of their videos. You will gain knowledge and understanding about the products. You'll learn from it. Be careful, because, like I say, a lot of times, especially reviews, they're opinion pieces. I mean, they are, and these people might be saying stuff that is not correct. So that's why I say really pay attention to how they talk, how they speak. Their attitude overall. That should help you decide, hey, is this somebody I really want presenting my product, my business to somebody? Okay. I've got another question here from Jim. Thank you. I wish you guys were all as active as Jim. You've got to have questions, right? Come on. Give me some more questions. So Jim says, how much attention should be paid to the length of the video? What dictates the length? Awesome question. See, I wouldn't have thought to bring that up. Thank you so much for that. If you are doing a video, how long should it be? This is something where I think you should go out and look at similar videos to see what's happening. If you are doing an infomercial, if you're doing a commercial type video where you want to get the point across, tell people to take action, then it should be short. Okay. With my Kickstarter videos, and Kickstarter generally they suggest this, and you'll see this with a lot of Kickstarter, they're going to be between 30 seconds to 2 minutes most of the time. You want them short and sweet, get to the point, get it done, mention what you want people to hear, and end it. Review videos are different. Review videos, informational videos, these can be a lot longer. I'll show you some of my favorites. And, look at this. This is 14 minutes here. Drop Forge Survival, love this guy's stuff. He's got, oh my goodness, he has some kind of adrenaline overload or something. he is aggressive. He's loud. I mean, he's positive, but he's high energy in his videos. And that one's 15 minutes. The next Archer, this guy's got a 14-minute video. So if it's a review, informational type video, I think 10 to 15 minutes is not bad. Let's look at this guy, Arizona Bushman. This is his video talking about his little neck knives that he's trying to sell and needs to raise money so he can continue his business. I bought a few of those tonight because he's a friend of a friend, and I want to support him there. But that was a pleading video that was 8.5 minutes, or 8:52, almost 9 minutes. Here's a short one. See, here's 4.5 minutes. That is just, hey, here's some fire making stuff, right? Here's Arizona Bushman. Here's another of his stuff, and this one, web gear setup, and quite a few other things. This one, 44 minutes. 44 minutes, right? I put, and let's go find mine. So some of it depends on your audience. It depends on the content. Sorry, I'm giving you a long answer here, but there isn't a short answer, I think, on this, Jim. But how much attention should be paid to the length of the video, and what dictates the length? What dictates the length? Content. Is it a commercial? It should be short and sweet. Okay, you want to build excitement. You want to get them interested in your product. You want to say, hey, come check out what we've got to offer. Short and sweet. 30 seconds to a minute. Okay, maybe as long as 2, but you're pushing it. 60 seconds or less for a video like that. If it's an informative video, information that you're putting out there, then go longer. The video that I put up in response, that isn't up here anymore, was, I think it was like 51 minutes. It was very long. And let's go, let's see if we can, there we go. If we go to Video Manager, we'll probably see it here still. And so it was 51 minutes long. And I had some of my viewers applaud me for it, and my followers saying, hey, I appreciate it, love the long video, I'd like to see more like that. And I thought, okay, that's all right, well, we'll do that then. And I did one here that just put up where I was using some prototype diamond abrasives on a knife and sharpening, and did that in 13 minutes. And so I'll do more like that, where I'm going to go longer. So if you're doing a video where you are sharing some good quality information, how to use a product, something like that, or talk about the product. This one here that I just uploaded at the start of this webinar tonight, that's 14.5 minutes. That's just me talking about the challenges of starting a business, the challenges of developing a product and manufacturing, and introspective, thoughts of, hey, we all get hot-headed sometimes. We all need to think more and act less, or less quickly. I guess is what I was saying in that one. And I don't know how it'll be received. I don't know if people will like it. You can go watch it, and see if what you think. If I did, if it was appropriate or not. I don't know. But it was helpful for me to get off my chest, to go and talk a bit, talk through things, and I feel like it was information that people need to hear. All right, what else did I learn from this? I feel like I've learned so much over this experience this past week, this negative experience. I mean, you could definitely look at it as a negative, and in many ways, it was a negative experience. It was a difficult trial kind of thing to go through. But I did learn from it, and so I learned. Yes, I need to improve my system. I need to do some better things. I need to get to the better stones. I've known that for a long time. I'm trying. I'm working on that. As a manufacturer, it takes time. I'm a young business, less than a year old. So, of course, it's going to take a bit of time for some of that. It's going to take a lot of cash to roll into that, but it's coming. It's on the cusp. Some design changes. I learned, I can make some improvements there. So don't be afraid to receive constructive criticism. Maybe that's what I'm trying to share here is be open to criticism. Don't be so soft that anytime you're criticized, criticism is not bad. Don't think of, and I think we do. We think of criticize as a negative word. It doesn't have to be. Criticism can be a positive thing. It's all about how we react and how we take it. So uh, initially, I really blew up. I was mad. But as I look at it now, I've had a week to calm down, almost a week. Um, I can learn a lot from it. And so, some of the changes there I think are important. Just the fact of understanding, hey, I probably could have responded more calm and a little better. That's something I learned. That's something I need to keep in mind, and I need to be very, very professional with any kind of a response and information that I put out. Another big one that I learned that I did mention earlier is I need to get information out there more often to my audience. I need to be the one presenting the information. For me, that means YouTube videos as well as Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I have got to do that. And I have recommitted myself to that. I teach you guys how important it is all the time, right? But you know how life gets in the way, how challenging it is to actually implement what you know you need to implement. I have those same challenges. And so I have recommitted to that and realized, yes, I have got to do more. I need to get at least a video out every week. Oh, here's another thing that I learned, and that's part of why this video is here. I put this one up because it talks more about the process. There was a lot of, so again, misinformation and miscommunication, misunderstanding, lack of information that occurred in the audience this past week. And one of the things I realized is, I've been working on this for 2.5 years. I know the costs of manufacturing. I know the costs of machining. I know the costs of anodizing. I know the challenges and the decisions that have to be made in a business. I know about abrasives. I know about the quality of abrasives. I know what the truth is behind the different types of abrasives, how to treat them, how to, I know all of these things that I have learned, but I haven't shared that with my audience. I haven't let my audience feel my pain, see my growth. They haven't actually, as I've been learning all this, I haven't shared that information. And I thought, you know what? For me, as a manufacturer, that's something I ought to do. With a young business like this, I need to put that out there and let people see, excuse me, let people see the growth and the changes. They need to be able to live this experience with me, perhaps. So those are things that I learned as I went through all of this so-called negative experience. Okay, let positive things come out of negative. As you struggle through things, as you lose investments, as you learn and grow and struggle through your business, look for the positive. What can you learn from it? How can you change? How can you improve? What can you do better? Those are important introspective things to think about and look inside and say, okay, how can I be smarter, better, stronger with what I'm doing? Right? You don't necessarily need to share with your audience your pains and your stresses and your frustrations as you grow the business. For your business, that isn't necessarily. It might be for some of you. It might be a valuable thing to do. Make sure it's not complaining. Make sure it's not complaining if you do that, because that's the negative side. We need it to be positive. But you need to have that introspect. You need to recognize the growth and the things that you can learn from what you do. And then again, remember how to apply these things to your business to improve and to grow. So, all right, I'm rambling now. I think we're gonna wrap up here. I got another question from Jim, so let's throw that out there. How do you contact the person? By email, phone, or text? I would be unable to talk most likely. Um, no, with online marketing, it's all through email generally, or social media, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube messaging. You're not going to call them or text or anything like that most of the time. It's going to be email. Okay. So I think I have a video that a webinar that talks about. That. Let's go check real quick before I finish this one so that you guys know. But if we go to the marketing, active marketing, where was it? YouTube networking part 1 right there. If you watch that active marketing YouTube networking part 1, that is going to give you some insights on communicating with people, and that's something that I will talk more about in coming webinars as well. But I think that's the one that you want to watch. And down below the marketing, if you get into the social marketing, some of that might get into some of this a little bit too. But I think most of it's going to be in these active marketing, YouTube networking part 1. The networking stuff, that's where I talk about that. So I might get into more of that in coming weeks and talk a bit more about the networking I've done, share some of my emails perhaps that I've had with people. So thank you for the questions, Jim. I really appreciate it. I really do. It's great to have those here to help me get the information out that needs to be presented. I thank everybody for joining the webinar tonight, and have a good evening.